Hello everybody and welcome back to Bravely Default 2. We left off heading towards some town in the desert to see about their flooding issue. So did a little off-screen job grinding to level up the jobs evenly for everybody, or almost evenly, just to give them more options in battle. So, and leveled everybody up just a little bit also. I think everyone is now like level 10 or 11. But that's about it. Did some side quests. Killed a couple unique enemies, a unique wolf, and some grizzly bears. Because I don't think they show up naturally in the... Oh, we got cutscene? Yeah.
Milady, I wonder if I might request that we make a minor detour.
A detour? Oh, I see. It's near here, is it? Very well then. Of course.
We're all the way out in the mountains. What's here to see?
This path leads to the final resting place of my beloved wife. I had hoped as we were passing that I might pay her a brief visit.
You don't mind, do you?
Of course not. In fact, I'm sure we'd all like to come with you. If that's okay, I mean.
I would be honored.
So, one thing I don't like is the white mage's look. She looks like she's dressed for cold weather. And you about to head into this hot ass desert.
That was part of chat.
Oh, yeah. An eventful journey. I've put you through so much since we left Musa, Sir Savalon. Nonsense, my lady. 'Tis my duty to serve thee in whatever capacity I may. Though I will not deny that it has been more than a little eventful at times. Strange as it may seem, however, 'tis was but a trifling matter that caused my heart to race the fastest. The affair of the lodging house guest book. Oh yes, I still feel awful about that. I wrote my real name down without thinking. And then you rather compounded the issue, if you forgive my saying so. We had agreed that we would pretend to be grandfather and granddaughter, and yet you could not stop yourself from addressing me as my lady. Alas, I fear that deception is not a strength of mine. I must once more beg thy forgiveness for this buffoonish oversight. He. Please, Sir Savalon, there is no need to apologize. The look in your face was priceless. I shall remember it till the day I die. I doubt I would have such fond memories if you would have not been with me. You are too kind, and perhaps the passing of time has rendered it an experience more mirthful than mortifying. I must confess also to having felt a certain satisfaction in being addressed as grandfather. I can always call you again if you like. Please, my lady, there will be no need for that. But yeah, the white mage outfit it's like the black mage one looks like he has like the hood, you know, but they just like kind of gave it a Victorian era look. But the white mage just looked like she should be out in Russia or something. And it's so much white. That is like blinding white. I mean, she literally glows in the sunlight. That's how white that outfit is. And then it was clearly designed for the female characters, because if you put it on the male characters, it just doesn't look right. All that white,
Come,
the snow
let us
look.
fight.
Like, why couldn't they just go with, like, you know, some robes, you know, or something? They could change the hat. They could have did something else with that. Why you didn't put you didn't put the mithril wand on?
I didn't notice.
I worked hard for that wand and you're not using it? So much disrespect. You see how I get treated out here, guys? I slave for these rare items. And she's like, meh. Round orb stick. Thank you very much.
Okay, if I can just go out and attack all of these.
Yeah, you can probably just, like, what did they, yeah, check their weaknesses. So, the birds are weak to light, so, I mean, weak to lightning, so you should probably just spam some lightning. Everybody should know it if, you know, depending on what you got them equipped with.
Yeah, she doesn't have the wand on.
Then you should probably just brave it and attack.
Yeah.
You should be able to do more than enough damage, even if you don't have that vulnerability.
Let me at him! Okay.
So I think, so okay. I was like, man, it seems like it would be a smart idea to spam Cross Slash. Because you would hit each enemy twice. Or you would hit someone, you know, double the amount of times. So for whatever it would be. But it seems like if you do it too fast, if you have the game too fast, it like bugs out or something. And not all the hits seem to go. I don't know. Like, I feel like I should have hit an enemy more times, but it didn't seem to trigger. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
It's like this way. It was the right way before.
Yeah. I wonder if one of his, if his wife was one of his adventuring buddies.
Forgive me, beloved. I have been unable to visit as often as I would have wished, and I fear I shall not be visiting again soon. Thank you, all of you.
Wow, what a view.
She asked that she be buried here. She was so very weak toward the end, barely able to walk, let alone ascend these hillsides. Her last wish was that she at least be permitted her final rest in such a place. Though I was a poor husband while she had lived, e'er absent on some quest or other, I was able to give her this, at least. But enough of my self-indulgence. We must away to Savalon without delay.
Okay. Oh, eye drops.
Fine.
So for when you're blinded. be real careless with money.
Yeah.
I was in one area where I was finding like $400.
Savalon lieth a little further up ahead.
I don't suppose you would all be so good as to spare me a moment of your time.
Prime Minister? What are you doing all the way out here?
I have come for the wind crystal, Your Highness. Now, would you be so good as to give it to me?
Surely not.
I'm afraid so. I intend to give the crystal to Holograd, and in return, I shall be granted control of this entire kingdom.
Holograd? But of course those wretched warmongers had a hand in this. And the two mercenaries? They assailed us at thy bidding?
You could put it like that, yes. Naturally, I didn't expect them to be quite so useless. I suppose the old adage still stands. If one wants something done properly, one must do it oneself. It's rather inconvenient, but never mind.
An asterisk? Prime Minister, you too possess one.
Soon all Halcyonia will answer to me and me alone. The wind crystal will be mine, no matter what the cost.
He definitely didn't come off as I guess that'd be the monk.
Yeah,
Watch out,
he's not
guys.
very monk-like.
You will regret making an enemy of me.
Oh,
What's the plan?
be careful of counters. Be very aware of enemies who are able to counterattack. They might strike back when you yourself attack, or even when you use items. Whatever the trigger is, they'll get a free hit when you perform that action. If you're up against a powerful foe, you can be pretty sure they'll have some kind of counter in their arsenal. It might not always trigger, but once they've shown their hand, be sure to take adequate precautions. Examine them. He's got two. Hopefully, you got Earth. So the Vanguard has Earth moves, swords, and then bows. You don't have a sword on. Why do you have a dagger on?
I think the dagger's just stronger.
Oh yeah, I did find a mithril dagger. Well, you got Earth magic on the Vanguard. Does anyone else have Vanguard as their second sub job? And you can Shield Bash is the other Earth thing. I don't know if Sword of Stone works with Axe. I don't know if the Sword of Stone means literal sword needed, or if it's just.
It's like type X and Earth.
Well, that's the weapon you're holding. That's just telling you kind of damage type of deal. Excuse me. Okay, that hurt him a lot. How much health is he? He has a lot of health. Yeah, good thing he did a bunch of training. Shit. And I didn't finish leveling him up to get Sword of Stone.
Very well.
Here I go.
Yeah, you might go to fault too. Use Seth attack, go heroics, and defend, since he's definitely a physical attacker.
Here it comes!
Just default.
We stand firm for now.
Right, let's see.
You might want to throw protection on Seth and heal him. He's going to be your tank. You can use summon his
To push
heroic.
too far is folly.
Oh man, get it!
He has a special that uses earth magic. And it gives him a 30% defense increase.
Here I go!
May the earth engulf you.
Right on the money. This isn't over yet.
Is this the extent of your capabilities? How pathetic. I am a merciful man. I will spare you if you give me the crystal. You escape with your lives, and I get my heart's desire. Control of the entire kingdom.
What's the plan?
Man, don't you realize you beating your ass right now? Even though he doesn't have, even though Elvis doesn't have a shield, he can use abilities that will weaken his defense and attack.
To arms!
So throw protection on whatchamacallit, Seth. The next chance you get when it's Seth's turn, break him and have him aggravate the monk guy, Horton.
Spirits protect us!
That feels great!
Yeah, go to heroics. Skull Bash.
Another, huh?
It's good that you put that protect on. She can just attack.
Sure.
She's got a high attack.
Okay, what's the plan?
She is healed if she's wielding. Well, she's not wielding the strongest axe, but she's wielding one of the two strongest weapons. Aggravator. This will increase his chances of attacking. Seth. Because you don't want him hitting your mages. And then you can shield bash him or sword of stone. Shield bash takes on your health.
Very
Hit it where
well.
it hurts.
Let me help you!
Thanks.
How? Can I really be staring defeat in the face? No, I cannot lose. That is not how this is supposed to end. I will defeat you, and Halcyonia will be mine. All mine. This is no time to be contemplating defeat. Not least because it will never happen.
Man, it really sucks. I was sitting here like thinking, man, I really want to like a handlebar mustache, but they're always on like really lame, dumbass like characters, man. Like, look at this dude, he's so pathetic and weak. It's just like,
You rang?
you can just default then.
Let me see.
Okay then.
Oh, you saw this.
Let me just do something. Okay. Okay, you can do whatever you want. I just have to see what aggravate did.
More!
I don't want to attack this one.
next time it's Seth's turn, have him use the defang.
Yeah.
Very well.
I think it will show when he's about to do a counter, physical or something.
Does that feel better?
Cheers! I owe you one.
Okay, what's the plan?
Even with him defaulting, you can still apply debuffs.
Yeah.
Come on!
And you missed this counter. Oh, even if you don't have it, you can still use the magic.
Almighty flame!
Let me
Oh,
see.
really?
Almighty ice! Your days are numbered. Heed my call.
Right, let's see.
You can, they stack.
You ready for us?
Ooh.
Guess it's my
Oh, what
turn.
the fuck?
Just walk over there.
Heal for, I thought he healed for 2,000, but no.
Oh man, really annoying.
Use the sword of earth on him. Wait, go before you do that. What is the special required? Use heroic 9 times. Yeah, hit him with a little bit of sword of earth.
Ow!
Yeah.
Here,
That was a close one.
Here I go.
I guess he was walking a bit. Just go down.
Good thing you hit him with 2 defense.
Hey!
I wouldn't do that because he seems to be countering right now. So just hit him with some magic.
Alrighty! Away and bio your heat! Come and get it!
This kingdom.
People don't choose Asterisk.
Mine.
Asterisk choose
Hey,
people.
I'm just getting started here.
Is there?
Now you got the monk asterisk. Monks are powerful, purely physical fighters who excel in inflicting critical hits. Abilities: Strong Strike. Perform a physical attack on a target that deals heavy damage but has a slight reduced chance of landing. Invigorate. Boost the user's attack by 15% for 3 turns. Stats cannot be increased beyond 200% of their base value.
Monks are usually no weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
yield, Horton. Thou art bested.
Ah, how could this happen? The asterisk was meant to render me invincible.
An asterisk is only as strong or as weak as its possessor. And in thy case, Prime Minister, 'twould seem thou wert not strong enough.
Stop! Don't come any closer. Please. I know that I've done wrong. I shall gladly relinquish the wind crystal. Just leave me be. Please.
Pathetic.
Ah!
You are of as little use as those idiot mercenaries you hired.
Adam? I mean, Lord Commander, what are you doing here?
And if anything more annoying, foolish, wittering, useless worm. Now, give me the wind crystal.
And what if we refuse?
Then the second time of asking will be considerably less polite. But if you insist, come. I will teach you how foolish it is to deny me.
Can't wait to get his ass to us.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Isn't it so cool?
Right?
All shall kneel before me.
I'm done.
Something must be
Deals with
done.
the devil. What the fuck is that?
Okay, no, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to lose this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm still on raise.
Let me help you.
I'm not done yet. Okay, what's the plan?
Man, you got a lot of characters with Black Mage.
Yeah. I probably should wait for. I don't know, we only have a 4.
Yeah, but having at least another freelancer would help with the examinations. Plus, not everyone's getting equipped with, whatchamacallits. Oh. Hey, with that axe.
Yeah, we got. Oh, huh.
You got 2 axes. Slap them up.
Just.
You gonna climb. No, just straight up everything. Ooh, what the
Let's
fuck?
sort this mess out.
We need his job now.
Yeah, I want it.
He's got physical counters, plus it seems like he can do attacks twice and half damage to fire.
Spirits,
Another
like
double?
to trouble you.
Where'd I get the axe? Oh, we're gonna
Please,
Duh.
you must get up.
okay, like, you know, then start raising people and...
The hero. All right, let's go again.
Oh, man, you're gonna stop
Hang in
raising.
there, alright?
I think
No, fire is half damage.
My time has not yet come. You will regret your
raising
impertinence.
Okay, fine. So,
Let me help you.
Thanks.
Spirits, heroes.
Time for a spot of
We've
revenge.
got this.
You can get 120 MP back? Good lord.
what is this job? I want it. I don't even know what to do now. Okay.
Anything you do, he's countering. And you got
Gotta do
half
something.
damage on water.
That's just
What
on
is
fire.
this OP ass job?
No,
And what was that?
yet.
I had expected a little more from you, if I am honest. But no, such a pity. The wind crystal will be coming with me.
Hey, put her down.
Very well. Catch.
What? No!
I have what I came for. But you refused my mercy. And for that, you must pay. With your lives!
Leave it alone. There he is.
Sir Sloane.
I will hold him here. Friends, escort Her Majesty to safety.
What about you?
I shall not tarry long. No longer than it takes to best this fiend.
Sir Sloane!
Finally. An opponent who might actually be worthy of my time. But you cannot stop the inevitable.
To stop you will be enough, whelp.
I had hoped that you might have some staying power. But I see that you are flagging already. You are finished, Hero of Light. How can you hope to defeat me?
I am a hero of light, no longer. And merely in facing you, I have already won. Hmm?
No! Sir Sloan!
Impressive. I will resist the urge to toy with my prey next time.
God damn. He really blew himself up.
Lord Commander, the Halcyonian army is mobilizing.
Is that so? Then it seems our entertainment ends here for today.
What of Princess Gloria, Lord Commander?
Leave her. The Wind Crystal has been secured. We have what we came for. The rest is merely a sideshow. We return at once.
Sir.
And now that the crystal is finally ours, it is time for our next move.
And for an old guy with no asterisk, Savalon can fight. Like, what kind of training did he do
When
in
we were
his
finally
youth?
able, we paid our last respects at Sir Sloane's grave.
All right, old man. Hope you're up there enjoying a wee drink or two with Lady Emma. Here's to you both.
I'm not sure that's what you're supposed to say. Still,
Still what?
that would be nice.
Aye.
Sir Sloan, I'll do it. I'll do what you asked. I won't let you down.
Come, we must be on our way.
After 13 hours, we get a title card. I don't think he left the party.
I don't think that counts.
Yeah. I'm surprised he was able to find his stuff. Did that explosion just incinerate like the flesh and bone and everything? And how the hell did they get around that big ass hole?
I think those are things we just don't question.
I guess so. But hey, we got a new job.
Oh, right.
That's another thing for me to grind up later. Excuse me. He was just determined to fight. He was just like,
I shall show no mercy. bounds!
Thunder.
Your days are numbered. Have our weaknesses. Wonderful. Your days are numbered. Heed my call. We all have our weaknesses.
Okay, what's the plan?
If I want to attack him.
Right, let's see.
Oh,
Ready for this.
Crash! Rumble!
Come and get it. Another one beats the dust.
Hardly worth
I am
bother.
stronger. I can feel it.
Yeah, I would have swore maybe Savalon had an asterisk, like he was like a swordsman or something.
Yeah, I totally thought he had one.
No, he's just a regular old man with crazy skills. I think you gotta take that path, that down path. The one that didn't lead nowhere last time.
Yeah, he just ran into my way. Yes, he.
Everyone fears you.
Yes, they should. Still a chest here somewhere.
Yeah, there's one. There's a chest that I think you need an ability or something to cut down trees or some shit like that because I couldn't get to it. $66. PG. What is PG? Like, what does the P stand for? Why is it not just called G?
No, I don't remember really. It's called a peak.
P. Yeah.
Peak.
Meanwhile, elsewhere.
Welcome back, Lord
My
Commander.
job is waiting for
The
us.
wind crystal is ours. Proceed with the next stage of the plan.
As you wish.
Lord Commander, good to see you back.
What have you to report, Lonsdale?
King Vernon of Halcyonia has formally rejected our offer of an alliance. How shall we respond?
For now, we do not.
Very well.
We march soon. Make sure your troops are ready.
Of course, Lord Commander.
Chapter 1. Chasing Mirages. Now we are in that other place. Are the enemies gonna be scared of us here?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
The city is just up ahead. Savalon's ties with my own kingdom go back generations. I have made the journey here from Musa many times.
Any idea how the water crystal might have wound up here?
No, sadly. But I have no doubt that King Orion will lend us his aid in finding it, if the rumors Sir Sloane heard were true.
You okay, Gloria?
I am fine. Come. We must be on our way.
So I know Seth was a sailor, but was like, oh yeah, party chat. Next stop, Savalon. I hope Gloria's okay after everything that happened. Oh, Why, I've been meaning to ask you something, Your Highness. Me? Oh, of course. What is it, Elvis? I've not been to Savalon before. What is it like? You mean, what are taverns and food like, right? Not a bit of it. I'm a scholar, remember. I like to get a thorough understanding of a place before I pay it a visit. I don't think you're fooling anyone, Elvis. Well, I'm not wanting to know about the food and that, I suppose. What is it like? Savalonian food and drink. Let me think. Well, one or two things did make quite an impression on me. I seem to recall a juice made from cactus and citrus fruit that was rather delightful. Tart, but well, rounded. Wow, that does sound kind of delicious. Ha, I knew it. You want to know about our eating and drinking prospects just as much as I do. No, I don't. Well, I do. I don't even know you could juice a cactus. Right, great. Why don't we all go try some when we get there? That does sound nice, yes. I think I like that. Alright, now we can finally get excited about hitting the desert. Let's get a move on, shall we? Yeah, let's do this. You ready, Gloria? Oh, yes, all set. Thank you. They're such thoughtful people. Thank you, all of you. We can drink some cactus juice. Oh, doesn't look very flooded.
And what of your own home, friend?
Not good, I'm afraid. The lower floors are entirely submerged.
Are we to be left with nowhere to live at all? What then,
You're about to be made homeless, you say? Ah, come on now. I'm sure it can't be as bad as all that.
Crikey. What is it, Elvis? Whoa.
Okay.
Well, it certainly looks like whoever took the water crystal came here.
It certainly does.
Alrighty. Best go and have a wee word with the king then, eh?
Is that really such a good idea, Elvis?
Eh? Why would it not be?
Well, he's an important man, and you have a habit of putting your foot in your mouth.
I know exactly what to say to the great and the good, thank you very much. I am the great and the good. Nobility, born and bred.
You're kidding, right? You?
Don't look so surprised. You'd think I'd never mentioned it before.
You haven't mentioned it before. Do you think I'd forget something like that?
Really? Well, if I didn't, it's because it's not important. We're all the same underneath, eh?
I cannot believe you sometimes.
Don't be like that. But tell you what, I'll let you in on some noble knowledge by way of an apology. Kings, lords, emperors, all those sorts. They deal with more scheming and intrigue on the average day than most folks do in a lifetime. Which means they tend to be surrounded by backstabbers and spies. We need to be on our guard.
Adventuring tip 3. Ward lights and treats. Have you tried using a ward light yet? It's an item that will prevent monsters from noticing you as you go about your business. It's always a good idea to have one on hand. Or have one to hand in case you end up in a position where monster fights might be too many. There's another useful item you might want to try. Monster treats. When you use one, any fight with a monster of the relevant family will bring more of that monster's friends running. resulting in a string of consecutive battles. The reward for defeating monsters in these running battles will be more generous than usual, so be sure to give it a try. Okay. Jings? I'm sweating buckets here. Reckon I'm getting too old for this game, you know? Nonsense. I doubt that Sir Savalon would have crossed the sands with ease. Oh, hey. I didn't mean to complain. Still, a drop or two of rain wouldn't go amiss around these parts, eh? No doubt the locals will agree with you. I believe the Savalonians say that a drop of rain is more precious than a sapphire. I suppose they don't see so many of those, eh? Eh. And they're not the only ones. Huh? Ha ha ha. What? What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Well, I just was thinking about the story Sailor Boy here told us. About when the wind died down, when he was out at the sea, and he got stranded in the doldrums. I bet you was given a sapphire or two for a drink of water back then, eh, laddie? Aye, compared to this, I got nothing much to worry about. I suppose it is important to try and put things into perspective sometimes. Aye, that it is, your highness. That it is. So, this is a desert, right? Like, there's no water around. Like, they were just saying it doesn't rain there.
Yeah.
But they got boats filled with, like, their produce and shit. Like, if for a place that's in a desert, why they got so many boats?
Yeah, there are a lot of boats, now that I think about it.
Like, how long have things been flooded that they got a string of boats? It's fine, just... Oh, well, that dude's clearly an asterisk holder.
Where is Lord Bernard?
Hey, folks! First of all, I want to say what a huge pleasure it is to have so many of you with us today. Thanks for coming out.
Is that Orpheus? The bard? Never mind your thanks. Tell us what you are going to do about the water.
People are saying it is Lord Bernard's fault. That the waterways he dug beneath the city are the cause of the floods. Is this true?
Mr. Orpheus, sir, could you please ask Lord Bernard to come and address the crowd? We simply wish to know the truth of the situation. Surely he owes us that much at least.
The truth, eh? Wow, that's a big one. But what is truth, really?
Less of the theatrics. Just go and get him, will you? We will not be fobbed off with an appearance from one of his lackeys. Hear, hear! Bring it out! Bring it out!
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, folks, but Lord Bernard can't be with us today. Look, I can see that you guys are pretty unhappy. It doesn't take an empathetic genius to sniff the discontentment on the wind. So how about I sing a little something to put your minds at ease? It's a future classic, I promise.
You had better be joking, minstrel!
She's the jewel of the desert, the city in the sand. She's pretty and pleasant, and her people, they are grand. Come on, smile and be happy, my June-dwelling friends, because the hard times you're suffering from, they're coming to an end. Oh, my heart goes out to all of you, and so does my song. Yeah, my heart goes out to all of you. Now please just move along.
He is right. We should return to our homes.
Yes, we must do as the bard says.
But, wait! Where are you all going?
What in heaven?
Wowie zowie! They weren't kidding when they said these asterisks were something else. I brought the house down.
You're...
Whoa! Princess Gloria! Is it really you? Have I even seen you since the Musa days? It is an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege as ever, Your Highness.
Spare me your fawning pretenses. I would prefer an explanation of what you just did to those poor townspeople.
What do you mean? I saw some people in need of a little lift, so I sang them sweet, that's all. Anyway, what brings you to Savalon? Don't tell me they banished you from Musa too. No, wait, Musa got smashed to pieces, right?
Hey, watch your mouth!
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry if you're upset, Your Highness. Too soon, I guess? And who might you be?
I'm...
On second thoughts, I don't care.
Wow. You know this guy?
His name is Orpheus. He was Musa's court minstrel. He wormed his way into my father's affections, then began embezzling funds at the earliest opportunity.
Aye, that'll get you exiled right enough. Can't say I'm surprised. The fellow's got bad apple written all over him.
I'm standing right here, you know. Look, the life of a groundbreaking artist doesn't come cheap. Honestly, it's so hard being amazing. You still don't get me at all, do you, Your Highness? Some things never change.
Do you really imagine I have the slightest interest in what you think of me after all that's happened? I have far more important things to worry about.
Wow. Tough crowd. Well, I know when I'm not wanted. Time to exit stage right. Come again soon, Your Highness. Thank you, and good night.
That guy's a real piece of work. Don't let him get to you, Gloria.
Oh, I don't intend to. I have neither the time nor the inclination. Now, shall we make our way to the palace?
Man, it's either the Bard and in... Wait, was the performer in Bravely Default also?
I think the performer was in Bravely Second. Oh no, wait, or was it Bravely Default?
Remember when we went to get the fire crystal, we had to fight some chick on the bridge?
Yeah.
Was it the Bard or was the performer?
She was a performer. That was, I should remember her name because they said it so many times. Praline.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're always so egotistic. They're so self-absorbed. Like, do they choose people based on their personalities, who gets what job?
Probably. Or they let them choose and they go like, ooh, this will help me. That's the thing out of here.
Princess Gloria! It is a great relief to see you safe and well.
I am sorry if I caused you any undue concern, Prince Castor.
Please, there is no need to apologize. If I might ask, what became of you after the fall of your kingdom?
It is rather a long story, I'm afraid.
And so, we find ourselves here today. You believe Savalon's current troubles to have been caused by the water crystal?
I do. And I wondered if your honored father might know anything that could help us in investigating the matter further.
Your Highness, permit me to offer my deepest sympathies for all that has befallen you. Alas, our own realm is currently suffering grave troubles of its own. It saddens me to say this, but we are unable to offer any assistance.
Silence. That is not your decision to make. You must forgive Dromed his presumption. While his official title is that of Record Keeper to the court, he also serves in an unofficial capacity as an advisor. And what he says is not without truth. Our current situation is not a pleasant one. My honored father, the king, his whereabouts are currently unknown.
Goodness! Have you any idea what might have happened to him?
Sadly not. We had thought that he might have been kidnapped, but we have received neither a ransom demand nor contact of any other kind. We have also tried to notify my younger brother, Pollux, but since setting off on his tour of the nations of the world, he remains unreachable. The Council of Elders has been satisfied thus far with our tales of sudden sickness, but it is only a matter of time before they begin asking questions.
I am ever so sorry. I pray with all my heart that he will be returned to you soon.
You are too kind, Princess Gloria. I will confer with the Council on the matter of the water crystal. Perhaps one of the Elders will know something.
That would be great, wouldn't it, Gloria?
You dare interject, servant! Have you no shame?
Oh, you misunderstand, Prince Castor. My friend here is no servant. He is a companion and trusted ally. I owe him my life.
Hmm? Friend? Companion? A lowly commoner?
Oh, come now, Your Highness. If you continue to insult my comrades, I fear I shall have no choice but to take offense.
Offense? At what? He is a commoner, is he not? I merely call a spade a spade.
Prince Castor.
Forgive me, Your Highness. I spoke out of turn. Now, to return to the matter at hand. Dromed.
The city's various districts began to fill with water at different times, but it seems the trouble first began around 3 years ago.
3 years? And was it not 3 years ago that Musa was attacked? The Council will be assembling shortly. We must consult with them on this matter right away. Please, if you would bear with us until then.
Of course, Your Highness.
Forgive the wait, Your Highness. Allow me to introduce Elders Cygnus and Bernard, Right Honorable members of the Council.
Cygnus, Minister of Commerce at your service. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Princess Gloria.
Bernard, Master of the Gaming Hall. It is an inestimable honor, Your Highness.
Prince Castor informs us that you seek knowledge of the water crystal.
We do indeed. I suspect that it might be the cause of the city having filled up with water. Might you know anything of such a connection?
Alas, the cause is somewhat more prosaic than that, Your Highness. I am afraid my men made a rather critical blunder while digging an underground waterway. In fact, you find us having just emerged from an emergency council meeting on that very subject.
And a very productive meeting it was, too. I must commend you on your ready acceptance of responsibility, Lord Bernard. To have offered to help in righting the mistake is further proof, if such were needed, of your unimpeachable character. This man is no crystal thief, Your Highness. You have my personal guarantee of that.
You honor me, Lady Cygnus.
Now, we must be getting on. The proposed countermeasures will require considerable planning if they are to go ahead. If you will excuse us.
Well, I guess what they're saying makes sense.
Perhaps. But if Bernard's waterways truly are the reason for the flooding, then there is one thing that strikes me as somewhat convenient. The gaming hall, his gaming hall, is one of the few places not afflicted, despite the vast quantities of water it uses.
Perhaps we had better go and take a look.
You will allow me to accompany you, I trust? If one of my subjects truly is connected to the disappearance of your kingdom's treasures, as a friend and ally, I cannot stand idly by.
Your help will be much appreciated, Your Highness.
And besides, I somewhat doubt the ability of this rabble to protect you. You are of noble birth, Lady Gloria. To associate so freely with the lowborn is...
Prince Castor.
Of course, Your Highness. Now is not the time to be casting aspersions on the quality of your companions. I hope you can all forgive me, and that I might prove to be of assistance.
I hope so too, Prince Castor.
All right. Looks like we're headed for the gaming hall.
Man, I don't want him at a party. You keep riding that's nuts. Like, damn, dog. He constantly just like, man. Like, what do you think? What do you like, Gloria or something? Alright, well, we're actually going to call the video here. I hope you all enjoyed it. I thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a nice day. And I'll see you all in the next video.